with the whole thing around mentally drained, first of all, I would say that there is a connection to your physical self anyway. Like someone who's like physically drained will definitely be like at some level mentally drained and vice versa, right? So what I would do is, first of all, I would check that physically, am I doing everything correct? Okay, so for example, after Fajr on Saturdays, I always go back to sleep because I know I have this call. If I don't go back to sleep and I'm awake from like 5 a.m. or whatever till this point, my performance on the call is not going to be the same. So you need to check in with the basic things that are the basic things in place. For example, am I sleeping the correct amount that will give me that great energy? Am I eating correctly that will give me that great energy? Am I exercising or moving around that will give me that great energy? So where do you think you are physically? Like if you had to give yourself a score for each one, sleep, food and exercise, what scores would you give yourself? A lot of people are like this, where they basically, because of the day after work, they feel like they just need to unwind, they just need to, like, going to sleep just feels like really bad. Okay, but I think that there's things you can do to unwind, which sound boring. For example, sleeping, taking a bath, these kind of things. But I do think that you definitely should work on your sleep. Like you should aim to be sleeping by 11 o'clock, I would say. 10 o'clock if possible, right? Now, I don't know anything about your life. I'm just giving you general kind of thing. But I'm saying to you that for energy specifically, whether that's mental energy or physical energy, I think sleep is one of the most important things. So if I was you, I would really look at your sleep. And then also I would go deeper with sleep. So for example, the nights that I watch something before I sleep, the quality of my sleep is worse than the nights that maybe I read something before I sleep. And I track everything in terms of my sleep and everything, right? And I'm telling you that if I just listen, even if I'm like listening or watching something, it's much more negative than if I was to read something, put it away and go to sleep. So I think you should definitely work on your sleep and optimizing that, right? In regards to the other stuff, I think there's work stuff that you could possibly improve on structurally, right? So if I was you, I would look at my thing and I'll be like, look, what's really draining me? Okay? And it's like, well, there's these millions of people that are coming to me with all their problems and this and this and this. Okay? So I might look at the structure. Like if you're in charge of field offices and you've got supervisors and all this kind of stuff, I might look that, are we doing things in the most effective way? Also, I might look at my kind of exposure to it all. So for example, with some of the team, my team's tiny compared to yours, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in the team where I'm like, look guys, I don't want to know about any of this stuff. The only time I want to know is that when there's a big issue, you come and you escalate all those issues for all those people. So I think one is looking at the structure. Two is looking at the hours that I'm available. So look guys, if you have problems, just come to me anytime. My office hours are 2 to 4. Anyone can come with me, any problem, anytime, every day, 2 to 4 I'm available. Anything else that can wait, let it wait till the next time. Same with weekly team meetings. Sometimes I found that a lot of my staff, they kept coming to me every day. And it was just simply me telling them once that, listen, if this is really important and urgent, then bring it to me anytime. But if it's something that can wait till the team meeting, then wait till the team meeting. Don't contact me 8 times during the week for something that could have just been said in the meeting during the week. So I think there's an element of looking at the structure and seeing, can we make this more effective? Can we make it better in that sense? And then the last thing I would say is that I think that there's also a link between mental draining and spiritual draining. So for me, when I kind of feel like spiritually drained, I will just look to do small things that I feel will make a big difference. So for example, something like a gratitude journal, just listing 3 things in the morning that I'm grateful for. Just reading a few ayahs of Quran in English. Just reading some Quran in Arabic. Like little basic things that I will basically do in the morning before anything, so that the day feels like a bit of a win and you get that spiritual nourishment.